Hello, welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel, and welcome to some more Starcom Unknown Space. Um, so I wanted to start in the station today. I may have done some things. It's gone a bit pear shaped. Uh, it's all right. So what we're looking at here is the Explorer Bridge. We're looking at a Mark II reactor. We're looking at three micro reactors. We're looking at 10 batteries. Yeah, I need them. Trust me, I need them. And then, so there's 2, 4, 6, 14, 17 Mark I plasmas. This thing is, I'm sorry. Uh, it is a bus. It is, it's a Gatling gun. So I have kind of, you know what? Let's go over here. We'll go over here first. We'll drive over here. See if we can find somebody and show you the possibilities of this new ship. I've got word that the devout over here are slightly upset with me. It may have had something to do with after the last episode. I may have blown up about 8 of their space stations. They're the discussions weren't going well. So as you can tell, it does drive like a bus. It does not turn at all. It and so originally I put 2 micro reactors because that was all the chair light that I had. And then in my travels, I found some of their stations decided to give me some extra chair light. And I went back and I had 5. So I built a medium reactor, and then I built a couple of another small one. And then kind of basically had to completely redesign everything. Let me see if we can find someplace to go. I was trying to find somebody to have a chat with, but evidently I killed them all, and they're now scared. So I'm sorry for that. Oh wait, there's some guys. Hey, which ones are you? Oh, you're just a little guy. Hey, how are you doing? Oh, you're gonna run? Honestly, oh, you're gonna shoot at me. Okay. Well, okay. Well, it was nice knowing you. It's just a fire hose of destruction. It's and mind you, I haven't upgraded these weapons. These are the weapons you start with. Like I haven't put a single research point into them, partially because I'm trying to save all my money, or save all the research points because I want to save the research points because I want to put them into the lasers when we get them. So I want to see what the lasers are like because I haven't used them, and I want to. We're going to change this from this to a laser boat, and then we'll see how that works. Because I haven't used them and I want to try them. Oh, get more guys to shoot at. Oh, it's a big one. Well, it was a big one. It just melts through them. It's ridiculous. Like I'm afraid to, and you see, even driving, like I'm starting to drain my power. The problem I was having before was with 2 micro reactors, as you could probably guess. We were having some power issues. There was some minor problems with the batteries barely outlasting the ships that I was blowing up. So there was that. And I am severely impressed. I'm gonna run back here real quick. We're gonna look, and because there's some points that we could do where we could get these plasma cannons doing a lot more damage. So we go into our research here. We go up here to plasma. So I haven't spent any points on it, right? So we could actually get plasma 2, hyper, rapid recoil recovery. We could get this to where they would change and fire a lot faster. And I just haven't yet because it's funny to kind of see how far I can push the old the old just stock pod. But I guess if you put enough guns of anything on your ship, it eventually is going to cause a lot of damage. So to say that I'm happy with the outcome of 17 Mark I plasmas on a ship and just shotgunning things into pieces, it would be an understatement. This ship makes me so happy. It makes me, oh god, I love this game. I seriously like. Oh look, a station. How'd you get back here? You okay? You gonna shoot at me? Oh, you're gonna. Oh, you shouldn't have done that. It's just board of the Chewy Center. Oh, more Charlight. That's awful nice of you, my friend. Oh, just what I needed. More power. I could go back and make 2 more microreactors. And honestly, 2 more microreactors would make this thing like I wouldn't even have problems with power anymore. Uh, it would be bad. But maybe we'll store that. We'll save it for a little bit. I'm still trying to get the parts I need to build the shield. I think it was Etherin or something, or no, it's Neutronium, I think. I think we need a good amount of neutronium. And we kind of haven't found that yet. Oh no. Come here. Where are you going? Just so many bullets. Just like I would be afraid if I was on the station and I just saw this guy just rip in. I'm just gonna just rip off your arms. You don't need those anyway. Just show up and just face melt things. It's great. Large artifact advance, Gilson structure, heretic portal. Try using data stored in the device as a key. Hey, that sounds like a good plan. Sudden increase energy levels within the structure along with the ship to local warp space. Oh, let's go in there. This should be fine. Oh, where are we? Oh no, somebody's shooting at me. Ow. Oh, it's a different type of station. Oh, Jesus, that hurt. Oh, God, that hurt a lot. Oh, no. That's, oh, no. Ow. Ow, a lot. Wow. I did not like that. Okay, sir, please stop that, whatever it is. I don't like it. Ow, it's a lot. It hurts. Ow, wow. Okay, I don't know how I survived that, but I did. We're gonna get out here and get some. That guy's angry. I may actually have to improve my weapons a little bit. A run or 2 more, I should be able to kill him. Let's go up here real quick. No, we're not gonna have any of those today. Thank you, sir. We'll drive up here. We'll scan some of these other ones as we're waiting for our ship to not be on fire anymore. Holy crap, that guy is painful. I did I don't know what that was, but I want some of them. Another star over there. We'll drive over there in a minute. See if we can find anything fun. I would like your lasers, sir. They were quite spicy. All right, so our battle stations is up, so we can go in as soon as they start shooting us with that laser. We'll pop our battle stations again, and then hopefully that will give us enough time to be able to get that thing ripped apart. Holy crap, that thing hurt. I was doing so well. I was so proud of myself, and then got humbled. Jesus. It didn't even give me the whatever it was. I did not like that thing. I'm gonna have to be careful with those. I'm gonna need to get my shield. Giant landscape. It's just platinum and silver. That's it. Inside laid out several dormitories, large halls. Most of the furnishings are moved to the thoroughness, exterior decor. Equipment had been smashed and blasted with plasma. Search the debris. I want data. And okay, maybe I passed. Rumor true. We'll do the other one. 40 silver, 10 yttrium, 20 research points. Not really what I wanted. I wanted that laser thing because that thing seemed like a fun thing to have laying around. All right, I guess we'll go to this star and see if anything's fun over there. Actually, I guess I should drive to this thing. See if I can trigger this as a activate it. And then we'll drive up there. That way we'll have the star, so if we need to come back to it, we can. It may have activated it when I came in through it, but this way I can make sure that if I need to travel back down there, I can. It's all good fun. Holy cow. That was painful. Very angry. Hopefully I don't run into any more of those. I don't know how I survived that. I got down to really low health really fast, and it just kind of sit there for a minute. So I don't know if it's just not able to murder you, or if it's what the problem is. And you can tell now that the ship is a bit slower. It's a lot more weight. We don't have the same number of engines. I need to get more. I need to get more gold for engines. I need a lot more gold for large engines. And then we need neutronium. I think we need like 10 neutronium for a shield generator. So we have 3 right now. Slowly working on that. Eventually we will get the shield generator. As you get further into it, you start running into stuff that has the higher end equipment. I'm still trying not to buy anything other than artifacts from the merchants and stuff, because I could easily go through, start selling off the extra titanium I have, or something like that, and use that to buy aluminum. Or the other thing I could do is just between episodes, just set in the debris fields, completely clean them out several times, and then basically build whatever I want. But the trying not to put too much being able to buy to jump ahead, it kind of, even though I have this massive Gatling gun, and I'm the ability to just spray bullets all over the place, it kind of slows me down a little bit. It kind of humbles me sometimes. Makes it a little bit easier. Oh, here's somebody out here. I don't know which guys are which over here. I may shoot everybody. I don't know. These may be the devastated by war the last 100 years. Judging by single attack, long series span decades. Okay, easy enough. 8-2. Yeah, some research points. All right, we'll go talk to these yellow guys over here and see if we can make more friends. Probably is not going to end well. We'll have a chat with these. I think these are the guys that are basically causing problems. They basically go over and beat people into existence until they kind of accept them, and then they just drain them all the resources. Very nice people. Probably a good thing that they're running from me. But if I was them, I'd run from me too. You see, the planet was devastated by war, right? Church narrow city streets team is ambushed by a feral band of three-eyed humanoids, descendants of the original inhabitants. Match for the plasma rifles. Have this been returned to the ship. Three-eyed humanoids. See if these guys are going to actually talk to us. Yeah, so there's a collector. I'm pretty sure they're driving between the ship or the planets, and then there's one planet that they're kind of draining all their resources from. They seem to be a little scared of me. Either that or their pathing is just I just drove right in the middle of their pathing. We'll run through here real quick, see if we can figure out something to do. Eventually they'll get uppity and decide to try to talk to us at their own peril. I promise you. I don't think I've ever really allied with this group, and I don't think you're meant to dislike them when you run into them. Probably another devastated planet. Yeah, another devastated planet. Another. Meanwhile, I'm just showing up all this war torn places and then shoot people in the face. So yeah, the world's technically fairly advanced to design space travel. Government represents the team on behalf of our people. We greet you humbly. We offer a tribute our forbidden Locan instead. We're willing to offer yourself even by a demonstration of supplication. Accept the offer. Oh yeah, no, we're not. What? Get out there, lock with you. Explains the subject of Locan and strict quotas resources about offering visitors. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna have a chat with the Locan. All joking aside, yeah, it's we're not gonna have the Locan decide that they want to. So we will find the Locan here in a minute and have a discussion with them about draining the resources of another civilization. Uh, I'm sure they'll be very willing to listen to us and be very diplomatic in their negotiations, because we're going to negotiate with force, because I seriously doubt they have anything that's going to be able to kind of keep up with us. We'll eventually find them. Oh, there's a couple of them. Its artificial structure of the parrot, despite its age, is mostly intact. Search for the media reveals natural mineral traces. Speculation might be the bones. They're a way to be sure. Go down here, see if this guy decides he wants to come talk to us. All right, we'll go up there. All right, we have watched the ship appear near the sham and wonder what adventure here. Do you come as a serpent, theme, or susurrant of the Locan? He does say susurrant. Susurrant is basically, if I remember correctly, obviously humble servants mean no, we're here to serve you. The same is basically, hey, we're gonna be, we're equals to you. Susurrant, if I remember right, I believe susurrant is basically, yeah, superior. You claim superiority, you have little in your numbers. Perhaps you are not much stronger than you, but strong enough. They try to convince you have a large force behind you. You know what? We'll try this one. It rarely works, but it is true. We saw none of you before, and now there are few. Perhaps there are many more. Perhaps you is all, but we will not test you. So basically, they don't want to test us. What do you know about the devout? What happened to this region? Uh, so we'll ask them about that. Collect resources for them, provide security in return. Tribute and demand from the colony. Demand that Locan leave the colony alone from now on. Nope, we're gonna. You were another instigator. We will extract what we need from the colony, and your broken hull. So now they want to fire at us. Nope, that was a mistake. Just so we're clear, that was a mistake, my friend. I will extract what I need from your hull. We're a little on fire, but what good adventure doesn't start with a little fire? Yeah, they didn't have lasers. They're mistakes. They should have had lasers. Oh, you have missiles? Dude, I'm just exploring. Look, dude, I'm just trying to see what's on the planet. Sturdy ruins stand in contrast to the otherwise desolate world. Apart from shifts tilts due to geographic activity, the buildings are perfectly intact. Interiors are filled with dusty, desolate halls and corridors, no evidence of habitation. Yeah, one of the storm's self-symbol. All right, we'll do that one. Send the survey team. We will go back and chat with our friends. Another devastated world. We will go back to our little buddies down here. Let them know that they're gonna be free of the Locan. They just don't know it yet. The Locan haven't agreed to it, but it's gonna happen. Oh, is the only thing you can really deal with a bully sometimes is a bigger bully. I don't want to be a bully. I really don't. But I don't stand for bullies. So yeah, we'll probably kick the snot out of them for a little bit, and then I'm sure at some point they're pretty much the next time I talk to them, they'll be like, "Oh, we're sorry." So we just won't talk to them for a little while. Okay. So we basically have to talk to the Locan, and they have to basically uh, surrender, and then we'll be able to go back to that city. No, not the missiles. That's a little bitty guy that has missiles. You know, if the guy's just shooting your missiles down and just flying away from you because he just doesn't care, like it may be a sign that you're not worth my time. Oh, let's see. No anomalies there. Just do a little bit of. You're like a little gnat. I'm going to turn around in a minute. At least they're giving us gold. That's helpful. That's awful nice of them. I'm glad that they're helpful. Yeah, I've never really talked to those guys. We'll just have to remember where they are. Eventually, we'll try to see if we can get back down. And I think there's a couple of things where you can get like different artifacts that will kind of teach you how to talk to them. Uh, but yeah, I don't know. Like you said, there's a lot of stuff in this game. There's a lot of stuff you can kind of go and kind of do and check and see, and just lots of things to explore. And that such a you know I want to say this is like a single person building the game. Um, if it's not a single person, it's a very very small team. Um, and oh, more runs. Oh, 99. Let's see. Oh, more research points. Yay! Got another achievable for 50 different planets of scannons. So, but it's a really, I think, like I said, I think it's a single person and maybe a very small team. Uh, but it's such a good game. It's so deep. And if you haven't played the first game, there's another Starcom game out there that you can go and play, and they eat all kinds of crazy stuff. And and it is one of those things that I saw this one come out, and I was excited about it. I went and played the first game, and it's such a good game. The whole universe, it's a really good game. Uh, and then I've been trying to just as keep up with the this game as it come out. I was hoping the Ganymede, when it was in beta or was in or well, it was basically unstable. So he was actively working on it and trying to get the stuff out. And I was hoping to be able to get all this stuff in during that time. I was unable to, just due to constraints in my life, trying to do stuff. So now I'm able to get in, play through the stuff, and just generally have a good time with the game. Structure is mostly intact. Have it ship return for now. Alright. It looks like I've already been here. Yeah, weird. Oh, okay, yeah. I think I came up here because this is where I was. All right, that makes sense. I was very confused for a second. But yeah, so hopefully, we're gonna keep playing through this one. I want to finish kind of the story as it is right now, and just kind of hopefully we'll get the lasers. I want lasers. Uh, Great links to conceal a vessel. Okay, makes sense. Smash something made of numerous. Okay, dealer tribute rather die buried and give it to another ingot. Yeah, so basically it's a Locan. The Locan are trying to. They will eventually find their home world, and then we'll just start blowing up their stations. It'll all work out. Well, it'll work out for us. It's not so good for them. Oh, you're gonna shoot missiles at me? Maybe I should let you guys, live longer so y'all can radio back and say, "Hey, stop messing with this guy." If you're shooting missiles at somebody and they just stop and then turn to you and just sit there, that, that's not a good guy to mess with. It's not going to go the way you want it to. When still the heavy block several meters thick, but sometime in the past century, someone cut through it, cited signs of relatively sophisticated technology as well as tools, fine stone and metal work. Setting equipment, survey writings concludes the structure was occupied by a group toward the end of the fallen empire dedicated to preservation of knowledge about remnant artifacts. The goal was to create systems that would allow you the reconstruction of information in the event of technological collapse. For example, physical objects that could encode information. Eventually, we'll get we'll get our shield on, and then they're really going to be in trouble. Oh no, not an enforcer! Dozen broken skyscrapers rise out of the natural fog. Lander top more stable. All right, cool. Search for resources. Yeah, go find stuff. Oh, good. Everybody got hurt. You idiots. Oh, they're all injured. Really? Miss me. Oh, he didn't have any resources. The ship is just a mess. My range sucks. If I was smart, I would actually put some points into range. Because if putting a couple of points into just increasing the range would be insane. Would make it so much better. Pods landed through a blinding sandstorm. Sensors estimate whatever the signal was. It's not far. That is anything at all. A huge amount of charged dust is wreaking havoc on the instruments. Shifting dunes. Pilot lander, source of the go land on it. Our flight is forced to set the lander down and clear out the intake filters. By the time the shore is complete, the anomaly signal has disappeared. Come back, anomaly! And I like the randomness of things. I'm sure there's ways I could probably try to make sure I get my points higher, so I have a better chance. It may be good to whatever the points that they get is to put the points into whatever their specialty is. And then maybe the next time I play through, I'll do that instead. And just kind of put basically put the crew points just basically push this guy up as high as I can for whatever their maximum. You think have a specialty? So basically, just put 5, and just keep maxing out whatever their specialty is for uh, the different officers, and then see if that changes anything, and then take this one here and just pump all the points into this into the whatever the green thing is, the biomed. So basically, just try to do my best to max a single officer in each point. See if that changes, makes it a little bit easier for me to pick up different items and stuff. because it seems to use whatever your highest number is. I don't know if it does overall or what, but I think just pumping a bunch of points into single points of failure may be helpful. We'll see what happens. I don't know. It's an idea. Something to try next time. We're at 35 minutes now. We'll get up here to this other star. Kind of look and see if there's anything up there. And then between probably this episode and next, I'll probably look at coming up here, kicking the snot out of the Locan for a little while. And then we'll... oh, look, a station. Fancy. Let's see. Do you have lasers? I want lasers. Who do I talk to about lasers? I think after we get done with the Locan, I think there's a battle, and then I think those guys are the guys that have lasers. First sign that this was a bad plan was the guy that's flying straight at your station. Just chew through it. Nope. Fine. Hope you didn't like that arm. Picked up something. I didn't see what it was, though. Enough. It's clear that we are no match for you in battle. We submit to your superior order. With our representations, 55 p.m. will take no further demands of the colony. All right, fine. I'll let you. Like, please stop. We're sorry. We don't know what we were thinking. Oh, sometimes that's the only way you can deal with a bully. All right, we'll run up here to this other rocky planet. Dude, don't be following me like that. I'll blow all you guys up again. So that's how you get the Locan to surrender. You just all the stuff. Let's see. Let's go ahead and end this back here. All right, loading mental. All right, nothing good. All right, so we're gonna go ahead, go back to our station, and then our travels. Hopefully, you guys are enjoying it. If you are, please, like I said, I always ask at the end, like and subscribe and do all the stuff you do. Leave comments. If you have a name for our ship, leave that in the comments. Well, I'm not sure what to name it yet. The battle bus, maybe, something like that. We'll do that. I'll probably upload the lunchbox and the battle bus to Steam. See what happens. If y'all come up with a better idea, let me know for a name, and then we'll go from there. But with that, you guys be safe. We'll talk to y'all next time.